I just got done with my medical screening, which went really well. I don't know if I'm going to get selected or not yet. It's a little early to tell, but what I do know from that situation is that my blood pressure is amazing and my heart rate's amazing, and it was high before when I was on caffeine. But now that I've been off caffeine for, I don't know, like 4 months or something, my shit's totally leveled out. And I'm healthy, you know? No problems. Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Health-wise, I got nothing to worry about. Knock on wood. But that's like one of the benefits here of going in consistently for medical screenings. You know if something's up. King of Cups. Which brings me to my next point. I spent all night rolling over the King of Cups information. And the cards that Spirit chose to show us were all of the cards that usually indicate that we are supposed to go a particular direction. But I am feeling like Nine of Cups. Maybe it is kind of a wish fulfillment in a way. I know Spirit wants me to be Nine of Pentacles energy right now. They want me to be independent. They want me to be free, to be myself, to be happy within myself, to stand in my abundance and my power. And sexual healing is something that we need. We need to do that. We need to find the right scenario to do that. But one of the other factors that we learned here along this journey was the Bound, breaking free, and the Lantern, sacrifices to the ancestors. We already learned this lesson. If somebody is in a relationship, and it doesn't matter what the scenario is, it doesn't matter whether they're in an open relationship, it doesn't matter whether they've been doing something on the sly for 20 years, it doesn't matter what the scenario is. If they are engaged in a relationship, we're not going there. Doesn't matter if it breaks the rules or not. The unstoppable, empowerment, invincibility, because we have learned that lesson. And it's very tempting. Very, very, very tempting. Because of the nostalgia, it's the guy that I lost my virginity to. The Falls, Surrender. And he's super duper hot. The Dragonfly, Transmutation. It's very, very tempting. But he's still in a relationship. Has been since I was 17. And I think my test here is to not broach that. Two of Swords. Because most of the other people were in open relationships or situationships that left them not entirely alone. Seven of Cups and the Star. We have to choose what's best for us here. And what's best for me is not getting involved with somebody that is involved with somebody else. I think I want their full attention. We keep on. I keep on seeing Six of Swords here. Moving on to calmer waters, not moving into a pool of disrupted water. Heavy tides. We got Judgment and the Hierophant here. I was never a homewrecker, but especially in the gay community, there's a lot of open situations because a lot of men will get into relationships and they'll look at the situation like, okay, I can either be cheated on or do the cheating, or we can do this openly and just have rules. And because of my own trust issues, I tried to be in the camp that had rules for a long time. And I realized after doing that for a bunch of years, I don't want those kind of rules. I don't want a situation where people are going to wander. I don't want to wander. I don't want somebody else that's going to wander. And if that's something that's going to happen, then I'm good. But back when I was younger, I absolved myself of all responsibility as long as the other person was making their adult decision without my input. It wasn't my business whether they were with somebody else or whether they told me that or not. I didn't care. But I do care now. Wheel of Fortune. I care now. King of Swords and the Hermit. So, logically thinking about things on my own without taking action, even though it was a desirable situation, I am not going to participate. Four of Pentacles. I guess I'm being stingy with my energy after all. You know, there's got to be somebody out there that's single and has the chemistry where I feel that divine spark, that doesn't play bullshit mind games. They've got to exist. They do exist. So, I guess the search continues. Strength confirmation, the silent, artistic expression. He's spray painting a lion that's coming to life. This was based on the lyrics. The prophet's words are written on the subway walls. You know, my big clue in split to the praying mantis and then the universe. My big clue in was pulling the King and Queen of Cups together and the Six of Wands with the King of Cups and Emperor and Empress and Divine Union and like all those cards, because, you know, him and I did have an intense connection. It was crazy. And there's the historic value of it being my first time. And there was the long period of separation. And then the return. And him being the first person I talked to as soon as I get back, even though I didn't recognize him. Him remembering, even more deeply than me, what that was like. All the signs are there. But he's never going to be that guy. I knew that when I was 17. I knew when I was 17 and we were fooling around that he was never going to be that guy for me. He was never going to be in a relationship with me. He was never going to be single. He was never going to leave his wife or abandon his kid, his dog. He was never going to give up that white picket fence. So even though it was tough and we kept up over the years, I let it go eventually. And I moved on to other people. I eventually got married myself. I let go of the idea entirely. And now, Spirit putting this shiny apple right in front of me. Knowing that it's probably full of poison. I still almost took a bite. Not close. But I think it's the right call to let it go once again. And let it go without feeling like I'm missing an opportunity. Physically, the right situation will come around and I won't have to compromise my morals for that to happen. The pod, spiritual community. We've learned a lot of lessons here. Our divine masculine's coming. We are in alignment. We have risen above all the bullshit, and we will continue to. Divine justice is in our corner. Our Ten of Cups is coming. Thanks for watching.